third question. There's only 4.
Ready? Okay.
Oh, there was another thing too. The person who, I think it's like the third question you were going to ask, who influenced us, we didn't know if we could answer that one together because we wanted to talk about Maria, the lady that we went and saw and like
That's
made
a good
salsa
idea to
with
put them
and
both
stuff.
together. Can we do one of that? No?
We didn't think of that.
No?
No?
No. Hey, we don't have 2 mics, do we? 2 separate mics?
A shotgun.
I got one. You do?
Michelle just had the idea of them answering one of the questions together because the same person influenced them. That might be cute, like both of them talking.
All right. We'll do it separate and together.
Okay. Ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So Michelle, you've been home for a few months now from Belize. How do you think the program has affected you as a beginning teacher?
I feel like I have such a diverse experience with so many different students. Being here in Wilmington doing my student teaching and having all the technology here and then going to Belize and having just a whiteboard, I really believe that it has just given me the experience to be able to teach lessons and deal with a variety of students who have resources that they might not have at home and might only have at school.
Is there a specific experience you had while you were in Belize that stands out as having been especially impactful on you as a person?
In my classroom in Belize, I had a young lady who was blind. She could see a little bit, but really, I mean, she was to the point where when she was walking out of the classroom, she would sometimes have to hold her arm out. People would have to guide her. When her mom would come to school, she would, come into the classroom to get her and carry her bags or drop her bags off for her. There was no kind of special education teacher, no one that came into the classroom to help her. It was only when the teacher had the opportunity to sit down and work with her one-on-one or after school. So it just made me realize that there are things that I've learned and resources that you can go out and find to help these students, and that's going to have to happen in your classrooms.
Describe a person you met while you were in Belize who impacted you.
There was an older lady named Maria who had a fruit and vegetable stand that was right by Pedro's where we were staying. And she was just one of the most interesting, rounded people I probably have ever met. She came over from El Salvador, and she only went to, I believe it was 2nd grade. She taught herself to read. She continued reading books. Both of her parents were into creating their own medicines and things at home, and she just watched and learned from them, and she did everything from creating this own fruit and vegetable stand to delivering babies to healing different people in the community, helping her grandchildren when they got sick, and all of this like with not having that much school education. And she just welcomed myself and another student and just let us come in and talk to her, and she educated us. She let us make salsa with her, and it was just very welcoming.
If you were to describe your experiences in 3 words, what would they be?
Life-changing, challenging, and eye-opening. I would say life-changing just because you always hear about different people or different students who don't have everything, and you're like, oh, okay, it might be a little different for them. But just being in Belize and seeing the people who they don't have a lot, but they are just so happy, and you just see that you can live without a TV, you can live without your cell phone and different technologies. I would say challenging because it was such a different experience compared to being here, and we're so used to having the technology to create lesson plans and the resources, the library, the materials. And then I would say back to eye-opening, just because we got to see such a diverse culture and how so many people work together and live together and just enjoy life to the fullest. Good.